A few days ago, one of the biggest Terraria mods was ported over to 1.4, that being the Polarities mod. Besides porting a portion of the mod to 1.4, they also added some cool new stuff as well, including an awesome new boss fight which uses 3D visuals. This fight does not only look amazing, but it plays amazing as well. The AI is so fun and the attacks are creative. Let me show you. So yeah, this boss is called Convective Wanderer. Yes, he's a worm boss, I know, but you should not judge a book by its cover. Let me show you its attacks. Alright, so first we have this attack that I like to call the Kaiser Jump. Basically he jumps out of the lava and splashes fireballs everywhere. You can dodge this attack by going between the horizontally flying fireballs and then positioning yourself in the same place where the worm jumped from to dodge the falling fireballs. I'll call this next attack the Pillar Drill. You can tell when this attack begins when the worm starts drilling into the ground. After he does some drilling, a handful of flame pillars start rising from the ground. To dodge this attack, you need to stay between the little flaming indicator things. Also note that while the pillars are rising from the ground, the worm will try to dash at you. You can dodge him by just flying upwards. This attack will be given the name Solar Vortex. You'll know when this attack begins when the worm starts wrapping himself around you, giving life to this miniature sun, which shoots these slow projectiles that have a slightly curved trajectory. At the end of the attack, the worm will stop spinning around you and will just say, "I'ma head out," and leave you with this suicidal sun, which decides to explode into a ton of projectiles. The best way to dodge this attack is to just walk most of the time. Sometimes some projectiles may head your way, in which case you should dodge it slowly and precisely. I will call this one the Shotgun Blast. At the beginning of this attack, the worm will dash and try to position his body next to your character. After he has done that, he charges off his Shotgun Blast indicated by the lines that appear on his segments. After the indicators turn white, you know you're in for some trouble because that's when he launches his Fireball Barrage. To dodge this attack, try to move closer to the worm and be in the middle of the indicators to not get, blasted. Also note that the fireballs that he shoots remain in the air for a little bit and act like landmines. I will give this attack the name Devastating Crush. You'll know when this attack is happening when the worm opens its faceplates and tries to dash towards you. After he either misses you or hits you with his dash, he will close his faceplates really quickly, which causes 16 fireballs to emerge from that spot. To dodge this attack, you need to avoid his dash and move farther away from his head to not get hit by the fireballs. This next attack will be given the name Drill Slash. You'll know when this attack is happening when the worm slowly approaches you and tries to slash you with his head drill. To dodge this attack, you just have to move or dash away from his drill. It's as easy as that. I will call this one the Solar Bomb. This attack consists of the worm charging up a giant sunblast which he will shoot towards you. The bomb explodes into a ton of fireballs after a few seconds. To dodge this attack, try to get as far from the bomb as you can so that the gaps between the fireballs become bigger, which makes them easier to dodge. I will call this next attack the Spinning Beam. The telegraph for this attack is very similar to the Devastating Crush's telegraph. Basically, the worm approaches you with open faceplates, and when he's close enough, he shoots out a gigantic beam which he starts moving towards you. To dodge this attack, you have to move either clockwise or counterclockwise around his head. When the worm is at 50% health, he'll transition into phase 2. You'll know when this happens by seeing the worm changes color from orange to blue. His attacks will become faster and all of his projectiles will be white from now on. Oh, I didn't even have to change clips. As you can see, this is one of his new attacks. Basically, he shoots out this huge white laser which will remain in your arena for a couple of attacks. To dodge this, look at the white indicator that the worm creates before he shoots his laser and move away from it. Moving away from this beam is especially important for the next following attacks that he does, because as I said, this beam will remain for the next couple of attacks, so you don't really want it to get in your way, you know. I'll let the fight play out a little so you could see how all the attacks have changed in phase 2. For example, this flamethrower creates like 2 times more fireballs, and in phase 1 he usually performs the laser attack 2 times, but in phase 2 he does it 3 times. His devastating crash attack creates more projectiles as well. His drill slash attack now creates projectiles. The shotgun blast attack just happens faster, I think. I don't really know. The only difference with Kaiser Jump is that he does it faster, I think. And the worm dies with that cool little animation. So yeah, it's a cool little boss. Not a cool little boss, it's a cool big boss. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you liked this video slash guide, whatever this was supposed to be, but yeah. Check out the Polarities mods and see ya!